Hello everyone, welcome to our Let's Play series of Disco Elysium. This is Colonel RPG, as usual, and I'm very happy that you're chose to join me today, now that we have the Ledger of Failure and Hatred. And also we're going to bed. See you in the morning, says Kim, with the... That's a... Bye, he says. That's a really weird thing that he's doing right now. Maybe now he's not gonna shake his head at me. No, it's the same thing. Okay, it's too late to bother them. I wonder if I can turn the light on now. Pull the fan. The switch must be broken because nothing happens. Oh no, the light bulb. Oh, I still have... That's weird. That's really weird. That probably shouldn't happen. Wait, we're sleeping in there? I failed to consider the possibility that we don't have a bed. Also, I have a white check over here that I didn't do before. I can assess the situation. Now that I have been here a while, I get a +1. The shards face outward. Whatever broke this window came from the inside. Did I break it with my own hands? I'm gonna look at them. A fine web of scarring covers the back of your right hand, but none of it is recent. Yeah, if it's scarring, it wouldn't be. What did this then? More likely a projectile than a held object. There are no fragments on the floor from pulling a tool back in the aftermath. Or, after the impact. I'm gonna assess the size of the impact. It is too large for a bullet, yet too small for a piece of furniture. You're looking for something heavy and larger than your fist. The shoe you found out on the balcony fits the hole almost as well as your foot. It would have also been heavy enough if thrown with force. Yeah, anything, literally anything is heavy enough if thrown with enough force. Because that's how mass works. E equals mc squared. That's the energy that is equal to mass times the speed of light squared. Actually, C. Anyway, that's the speed. The C stands for speed of light, but it is, I think, speed. I'm not sure. Anyway, congratulations. You smashed the window with your own shoe. That is quite a shoe, I would say. Maybe it wasn't me. You mean someone else took your shoe off and smashed the window with it? This person also forced the drinks on you, says our logic. A success of our logic, says... what a stupid thing to do. Pretty much, says our visual calculus. But hey, at least you found your shoe. Yes, I have been very happy about that all throughout the game. All throughout the day, I should say. I can look at my face now. Look at how beautiful I am. Ooh, our interfacing is bad. A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. In it, your face, adorned with the expression. The expression. I can dig deep in my mind to locate the source of the expression. I can attempt to stop the expression. That's a white check, I think, so I tried this before, I think, and used my chain cutters to fix the faucet. That is gonna... Tool not in hand. Oh, we can actually fix that. That's really cool. Okay, chain cutters. Put it over there. And this is for interfacing, which means I probably will benefit from having interfacing pens on or whatever. No, I think I'm already there. Yeah. Let's give it a try. Oh yeah, 72%. The faucet is quite terribly mangled, but you just might be able to twist its parts into place. You handle the chain cutter deftly, applying just enough pressure. The faucet regains a recognizable shape. The steam stops. I also wonder why the developers thought it was a good idea. Or, not it was a good idea, but why the developers went through the trouble of adding a line with that checks if I have the chain cutters but not in hand, where I then get a -10 penalty for not having the chain cutters on me. My immediate thought is that it's just the game telling me that I can do that. Huh. And it worked like that, so that's great. Told you that you needed those chain cutters. Everything is connected. Everything has a purpose. The mirror begins to clear slowly without you having to wipe it. So I have heard about the band OO, but if I get a better I probably won't get a better encyclopedic knowledge. I don't think I have pens for that. What kind of pens would those be? Yeah, let's just make sure. Conceptualization. Yeah, there's nothing like that. Visual calculus, though. I should probably have used that. Speaking of which, what exactly do I have in my glasses? Logic. Oh, absolutely. I'm getting a lot of logic checks recently. Might want my visual... Like, I did a visual calculus check over there without the visual calculus glasses. But anyway, let's go to bed. The bed is cold and not... That's a bed. Is it? It looks like a sofa to me. All mangled. No, it is. You can see the things. I'm not really sure what these are. I suppose you could make a bed out of that. Cold and not particularly inviting, but it's yours. The sheets look awful. The option to go to sleep becomes available every night after 2100. No time to rest yet. You know what? Let's get a little bit... Let's read another case file, because I know this spends time. So we're going to go to bed at 2 a.m., which is a relatively good time to go to bed. It's when I go to bed, and I'm almost sleep deprived. So there we go. The unsolvable case, a.k.a. with a... That should be capitalized K, but this works too. At least it has a period after the A, which I am very much appreciative of. Leslie and Burke, a.k.a. the public indecency drunk and property damage drunk, is a cursed case. This is all one sentence and I'm not really sure what it means. It has been passed from unsuspecting officer to unsuspecting officer for 10 years. On January 29th, the unsolvable case made its way to you. Why you accepted it is unclear. Every officer, and indeed most civilians in Jamrock, know it's unsolvable. Leslie will always take his pants off when he's drunk. Burke will always trash everything. It's just what they do. It is their nature. You cannot change the nature of a man, and you can't lock them away because public indecency and small-scale property damage are not punishable by incarceration. Yeah, but the sexual harassment should probably be included in the taking their pants off thing. And what's the other one? So we have public indecency and small-scale property damage. We'll trash everything. Yeah, I suppose. The only way for Leslie to stop flashing his genitals, yeah, that's sexual harassment, all right, because you can take your pants off and... I mean, if you have underpants, that would still... Look at that thing. That would still be... I mean, it depends on the situation, I suppose. And for Burke to stop dismantling signage... No, that's not what it is. That's signage. As in signs? Is that how it's written? That is a curious word. In rear view mirrors would... Oh, no, that's small-scale property damage? Okay. Would be for them to stop drinking alcohol, which in their 40s or 50s... It's hard to tell because of their distorted features, is a medical improbability on par with you ceasing to produce, quote, the expression. Well, thank you. Thank you for that. Can we just keep them off the streets or something? You would think that, but you're wrong. Where's the fun in exposing your genitals or breaking stuff in your own home? No. Well, there's... I like exposing my genitals in my own home. What do you mean, where's the fun in that? Anyway, no Leslie and Burke are on the corner of Main Street and Perdition because that's where the action is. Can you keep yourself off the streets, asks our logic. I don't know. I don't know if this is about me. It kind of sounds a little bit like me. With the whole flashing and... what is another term for the breaking of things? Especially... rear view mirrors and turn signals. It's probably a word for that. I know there's a word for that, like in lingo, but it might not be exclusively the destruction of cars. There's a word for basically going around causing a racket, like, you know, bumping into doors and whatnot at night, and it's lingo, and I don't know it because it's English, and I'm not. Threatening fines dragging them to the station, locking them up in the hellholes they live in, locking them up in the station, hypnotherapy, even trying to get a local gang of Zemliakis to take them out. The Zemliakis gave them ethanol so Burke and Leslie would expose and rampage even harder. And again, that's exposed, it's the flashing. You tried it all, and still the complaints wouldn't stop, as they hadn't stopped for 10 years. How is that the unsolvable case? It's solved already. What the heck? It's plain to see from the files that you, Satellite Officer JV, and Special Consultant TH had more important cases to attend to. You uncovered cross-reference to several ongoing investigations. Each brought to a standstill every time you drive down Main Street, because there they are, on the corner of Perdition, and what is Leslie doing? I don't know, I forget. Let's see. Is Leslie the first one? I think so. Leslie, for the only way Leslie stopped flashing his genitals. That's the one. He is doing public indecency. Good. You're learning. If the files are to be trusted, that's all there is to it. That and Burke breaking things. And the fact that they're both drunk. But then again, so are you. The case becomes considerably less comic one day when Burke takes a swing at your ledger. I guess it would be already pretty little comic in to the victims of the whole property damage and sexual harassment. He, I suppose this is Burke, must have it confused with a property he likes to damage, but the joke is on him. You're drunk out of your mind on potent Pilsner. You slam the hardened plastic board in his face, then you proceed to beat him unconscious with it. In the process, the ledger sustains damage. The compartment within, reserved for permeable documents, and maybe that's I bet that it is not what... I think this is in relation to what we read about the compartment being contained things. The documents aren't permeable. Or are they? I guess... It's not impermeable, so it would be permeable, which means just papers. They're reserved to papers that are not, like, laminated, I suppose. The compartment is jammed shut. You stop your assault on the now unconscious Burke to open it, but are unable to do so. And the officer began to cry, and that would be me, reports Leslie, who at this point is tending to Burke. He came at us, and at us. I think he was trying to kill Burko, they say. While trying to kill Burko, you slowly come around. The permeables' Oh, that's what it was. The permeables' compartment is open. You've smashed it open on poor Burko's kneecaps. The good news is Burke can't walk anymore. Burke is the property damager. Yes, I can't get out of his apartment. It reads, an invalid. Is that the word? Is that a disabled person? Does English have that word? That sounds so... I know in Portuguese we used to use that, and some people still do. It's a pretty rubbish word, but does English do that? That's for some reason it sounds worse in English. It's just no, they're valid. What's this? No, he's now disabled basically, permanently so, I suppose. You can get things... I once got a wooden spoon broken on my kneecap, and I barely even felt it, let alone get my kneecaps broken. It was my sister. It's weird. Anyway, with Burke to tend to, Leslie cuts back on the indecent exposure. Oh, okay, well, I guess... Yeah, maybe he flashes his genitals to Burke, who knows, but both drunks are off the street. The complaints stop, the unsolvable case is solved. What the heck? Is it? Which is also why the officer responsible, narrowly, escapes a disciplinary hearing. The end. Do you want to read another one? Oh, I think the complaints stop because he's only flashing only slightly less or a little bit less? Sure. Okay, I can revisit these later. That was something. Let's go to bed. The sheets feel at once coarse and clammy against your skin. The bed sags beneath your weight as you stretch out and finally close your eyes. And then, sleep doesn't come. Why? Maybe it's the bed's fault? I'm gonna check the pillow. Its synthetic feeling has separated into hard lumps. The pillowcase smells oddly. Okay, check the blanket then. It barely covers your toes, stretching over your soft belly. This is your body here, intimate and warm, breathing. Under your thrumming eyelids, you see a dizzying array of colors. You won't get off this carousel quite so easily. I'm gonna roll over to the other side. It's a little better. Colors, scenes, and half-formed phrases still litter your mind. Part of you is still trying to solve the case, isn't it? Yeah, who killed him? Who? Something to do with... What was it that the lieutenant said? Union. And it's gone again. Your thoughts lost between the slowing brain waves. No more thoughts. Fall asleep now. Your breathing steadies. A great silence washes over you until your eyelids twitch in your sleep. And images start forming. I'm dreaming. Oh, I can zoom out. Oh no! There's a disco ball here. How dare you? How dare you, body? That's me! That wasn't me before. Was it? Does the body look like me? Does the body look like that? There is a disco ball above it. Holy...
Do you remember the scent of your childhood?
I was born in a hospital where people usually go to die.
You're not kidding anyone, Harry. You don't remember shit. Tell me, do you remember your wife's hand on your face?
So that is an ex-wife. I mean, I imagine. I left is an option, or I was left. I wonder if it's supposed to be like a play on words. I was left is a very weird way of saying it. Left can be used as an adjective, which requires it, was something requires this to be an adjective. Or at most a noun, but still an adjective. But left is the past version of leave. And usually not an adjective, but it can be. Or I guess there's another term for what it is, because... That can be used, yeah. To be left. But it was like to be left behind, or left by somebody. You sort of... Are we choosing? I wonder if we're choosing our past here, because I have no idea, obviously. I was left.
That's right, funky baby. And you just stood there. One hand on the bottle, and the other on your dick. Watching her go. Let it all be dragged away from you. Tell me, where are your friends? Human beings have friends, Harry boy. Where the hell are yours?
I don't want to come back.
They were only cramping your descent into the abyss. Now they're gone. 3 times gone and never coming back. All of it. You failed. You failed me. You failed Elysium.
What's Elysium?
Everything. The Pale and the Isolas on the surface. The outer magnetosphere. Burning, furious truth. 8,000 years of written history. You really dropped the ball, Harry. 4.6 billion people, and you failed every single one of them. You really fucked up.
I can come back from this.
You're not coming back from shit. Thrashing around in that high conductivity state of yours, bumping into things and acting like a clown? Who are you kidding?
I'm trying to solve this case.
You're trying to what? I can't hear you. This is just a word dream now. Jumbled up garbage. The pictures are gone. The bed rises to meet you. A thin, sleep-like state. More glass than velvet, grinding in your head.
Something is wrong. Sleep shouldn't be this bad. This dry, this unnourishing. There's something wrong with your thoughts. Some kind of new type of hangover.
God, there's another type?
Oh yes, party boy. And it's worse than the one before. Just think of the shit you saw. Here it comes too. So soon already. A silent alarm goes off in your head like clockwork. Barely let you sleep at all. Time to get those clothes on, Harry. Time to go to work in the shit factory.
Wow. Talk about having demons in your head. Never mind the past. Shit. Well, we're up, I suppose. I think. Good going, buddy, says our electrochemistry. Oh my god, what the hell was that? Oh, just a dream. You have ones like that all the time. You feel even worse this morning than you did last night. What the hell is going on with me, I'm gonna ask. And the electrochemistry says, you mean, why are you so tired? Too tired and down to even think? It is worrying, isn't it? You can't be a detective like this. Detectives need to be able to think. Why is this happening? It's just that your heart has finally pumped all the speed out of your system, Buster. Time to get some more. Don't do that, says our volition. Medium success at that, in fact. Stay strong. The hangover will wear off. You don't need to keep doing this to yourself. Yeah, obviously speed is a drug. And that's the hangover. But I would know this hangover. Why is our limbic system talking about this new kind of hangover? I wonder what it is. I need to get more of it than detecting is my life. Detectiving as in detective. No, I can take this. I'm not going to go looking for speed. Are you sure? Asks our electrochemistry. Ready to live as this pathetic shell of yourself for days? Basically a week? Let's be honest, 2 weeks, maybe 3? You won't make it. Half the town will be dead by then. You'll be fired. Yeah, that's a lie. I can do this without the speed. Half the town won't be dead. Suit yourself. Slow, sad shellman. See how you do without your spark. Actually, I wonder if I really... what I'm really getting out of the hangover. I don't think I can tell. Bonuses from items, but not from anything else. I suppose I would get some bonuses from the speed itself, but I don't think I got any down. Let's see if I don't die with this thing today. Pull the light bulb. The lights are on! Whew! Pull the fan. Nope. The switch must be broken. Okay, well, at least the light is on. The window's still broken, though. The window stands broken in its frame. Cold wind blows in. Yeah, I can look out, but there's nothing here. We did this already. Wait, there's a door here? Wait. This is... it's kind of complicated. Bolt cutters. For life. Nope. No bolt cutters for me. Interesting. So we still have those. Attempt to stop the expression from happening. I'm gonna need electrochemistry. No more steam. But it is an impossible check of 18. A mirror hangs on the bathroom, and it's, yeah, so I could try this. Let's go for it. Dig deep into your mind to locate the source of the expression. Oh, we succeeded. It belongs in the third decade of the current century. The third decade, so it starts from, let's say we're in the 2000s, so that would be starting from 2021. That's the first year of the third decade. Just thought I might mention it. Enough time has passed from the failure of revolution that for a fleeting moment free market economy seemed like the ultimate uncontested way of life for our species. Things were good. It was smooth sailing. People made gold and champagne-tinted interiors, very Art Deco, and facades with a cedille on the sea. Facades to suit the times, calling this the new style. But more importantly, disco happened. Forget about ostentatious orchestrations. For Ravachol, your city, that meant only one thing. Guillaume Le Millon. Out of the dazzling swirl of disco music in an open-air boîte de nuit somewhere in Ravachol West. Guillaume's blonde mane appeared on the screen. He sang some bullshit, and then he made the expression. And we're going to learn about it a little bit more in the next episode because we're out of time for today. So for right now, I'm Colonel RPG, and this has been Disco Elysium. I really hope you've enjoyed it, and if you did, go ahead and leave a comment. Like the video if you want to see the next episode come out sooner rather than later. But above all, as always, thank you so much for watching, and I hope I'll see you next episode. Bye-bye.